Hey, I just wanted to share my experience with you. I got contacted by a scammer. We just kind of played around, walked it out. I was curious to see what the end game was. So this is a common check scam where somebody will send you additional money, extra money on accident, and they want you just to go ahead and deposit the check and then return the balance to them. Let's just walk through, look for those red flags. So number one is going to be it's too good to be true. Number two is going to be grammar and things like that to look for. And number three is going to be there's always a push for time. So we want to rush you through it because then you won't pay attention. You'll make a mistake. Let's just start at the top. So jbar9383@gmail.com sends me an iMessage. So that's red flag number one for me. It's not a cell phone number coming through. It's not a real text message. It's an iMessage. So let's go ahead and look at the first message. How are you? I got your number from your Instagram, which is nothing new, not a big deal. I run a business page there. Can I use one of your pictures as canvas? So there's our first grammatical error along with a comma and no space. So second grammatical error. Am currently on a project and will be paid and credited for it. So just kind of some choppy speak in general that'll raise those red flags for us if we take the time to read. So he wants to use my Instagram profile for my business page. He introduced himself as James. I was thinking of using my profile picture in my Instagram for an art project. Am working on. For the art project am working on. So another grammatical error there. And then here's a big red flag right here, 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters. How many of you go to Hobby Lobby to get your canvas or picture frame and can find a 50 centimeter by 50 centimeter frame? There's another red flag right there. He offers to pay me $500 for the use of this image right here. So that's that too good to be true, but let's play it out and see what's going on. So James is trying to be very convincing. He says, here's some of my work right here. Let's roll on and see what else happens. Here's my artwork. I said, excellent work, James. Beautiful art there. I said, thank you. My sponsor will be paying through check and it will be written in your name. So that's odd. They're going to pay me for his work. And then he'll send you that payment and I'll take my commission and then send it back to James. And James wants to reassure me, if I've ever seen this scam before, that this does work. So here's proof just from the 18th, just a few days ago. Still in March right here. And unfortunately, these are screenshots of all the people that have fallen for this scam already. Let me tell you what's going to happen though. That check is going to bounce. It's going to be tagged as fraudulent. And I'm not going to find out for 2 weeks. Not only will that $1,000 be removed from my account, but I'll also be applied a fee. So I'll be in the hole of the $500 that I send James on top of that fee. Again, James sends me a little more payment. He's going to send me an electronic check, which just means he's sending me a picture of a check. And here's what it looks like. This will scan and it will deposit for me, which is what he wants me to do. And that's why James so kindly sent me a picture and step-by-step instructions on how to deposit with my mobile banking app. We're going to hit show times. I want you to see the frequency that James is messaging me, trying to keep the pressure on and trying to push. So 7:43, 46, 47, 49, 50, 53, 55. Back at 8:20 to check what's happened. He wants evidence that I've deposited that check. So I went ahead and had AI create me a screenshot. Watch as he turns up the pressure at 9:05, 9:06, 9:08, 9:10, 9:11, 9:11, 9:12, 9:13, 9:19 to push me to go ahead and let's get this going. What James wants me to do is pay through a Cash App, an Apple Pay, or a Zelle that doesn't have built-in protection, so that by the time I find out this is a scam, the money's gone, it's too late. That's kind of where James and I wrap up that relationship there. I let him know it's a scam. I'm not going to fall for it, but I want you to be safe as well. I don't want you to fall for it. So watch for those things that are too good to be true, that poor grammar and stuff like that. And watch for the frequency of communication as they turn up the heat to try and get you to rush and to try and get you to make a mistake.